In a shocking development, tensions between Israel and Iran have escalated dramatically, with Iran launching 200 missiles at Israel. This came in response to Israeli military actions in southern Lebanon, where conflict with Hezbollah, a group backed by Iran, has been intensifying. The missile attack marks a dangerous new phase in the long-standing hostilities between these two nations, and it has the potential to ignite a larger regional war. The situation is further complicated by the ongoing humanitarian crisis in Gaza. Weeks of Israeli airstrikes have left the region in ruins, and the approaching rainy season is expected to worsen conditions. Many displaced civilians are now living in makeshift shelters where basic sanitation services have collapsed. This raises fears of waterborne disease outbreaks, adding to the suffering of Gaza's population. Health officials warn that without urgent intervention, the situation could spiral into a public health disaster. Internationally, the response has been one of deep concern. The United Nations has called for immediate de-escalation, with leaders urging both Israel and Iran to refrain from further military actions. UN Human Rights Chief Volker Turk has stressed that peace must prevail in the Middle East to avoid a full-scale war that could have global repercussions. However, diplomacy appears to be facing significant obstacles. With both sides ramping up their rhetoric and no clear path to negotiations, the threat of further conflict looms large. The fear is that if this violence continues, it could destabilize not only Israel and Iran, but also Lebanon, Syria, and other neighboring countries. The involvement of international powers, including the US, Russia, and China, could further complicate matters, turning a regional conflict into a broader international crisis. As the situation unfolds, the people of Gaza, Israel, and Lebanon are already paying the price. Thousands of civilians have been displaced, homes destroyed, and with winter approaching, the outlook for those in refugee camps and conflict zones looks increasingly bleak. Aid organizations are working around the clock, but without a ceasefire, it is hard to see how relief efforts can keep up with the growing need. In conclusion, the escalating conflict between Israel and Iran is a critical issue that the international community must address. If diplomatic efforts fail, the consequences could be catastrophic not only for the Middle East, but for the world at large. What do you think? Is peace still possible, or are we heading toward a wider conflict? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more updates on this evolving situation. Can peace still be salvaged, or are we spiraling into chaos?